This is Rod Boomer Guitar Sessions, and we are going to talk about writing our own riff. So you might think that you only know a little bit on the guitar and you can't write riffs because that's only what all the great guitar players can do, and I'm here to tell you you are wrong. You can start writing riffs at any point in your playing life. So with that said, I want to try to get into some of the things we think about in writing a riff. Before we get started, what is a riff? A riff is a melody in a guitar part. These are the things in rock and roll that, these are the seeds of rock and roll, that our favorite rock and roll. All right, so, they're the seeds of rock and roll, essentially. And there's all kinds of different styles of riffs. But anyway, as long as you can count to four and you can feel in four, and you can get a few power chords underneath your grip, and you know a few good notes that will sound good together, then we have all it takes in order to write our first riffs. And what I hope this inspires is you to collect your riffs on your phone. Back in the day, we used to call these riff tapes. They used to be little cassettes. Boomer guitars. Remember these? The riff tapes. We have cassettes, shoeboxes full of cassettes of songs we've written. Maybe we 4-tracked them even. If the song was really good, we would 4-track it. Now you have the ability to capture the thing on your phone and then for a future date. And so what my idea of riff, I remember growing up, there was a drummer that I used to play with, that he was not necessarily the most flashy drummer in the world, but he could really lay a solid beat down, and that is all I needed to write songs. All right, he was my favorite drummer to play with, not because he could do all the fancy stuff, but because he could do one thing really, really well, which was keep time. So that said, everything starts with time with me and rhythm. So going further than that, what we want to do is also what we can do in order to, like, kind of preliminary work in order to get our riffs together. We want to be thinking about E in the key of E, some of the things, some of the sounds that are good sounds, that are safe sounds, that are cool sounds. Like what goes with your E5 power chord. G5 does. Now, a lot of these sounds that I'm doing right off the bat are kind of like 80s kind of inspired. All right, so that G is like an AC/DC, D, A. These are all good patterns that we can check out. So just in that, I want to take that information and go experimental with it. And don't be afraid to fail. Experiment. Those who think that perfection, they have to be perfect all the time, will not be good songwriters or riff makers. Stop it. Just stop it. So anyway, we start with a groove. Now, what I've learned from Malcolm Young is a lot of those open power chords that's really fertile ground for really cool power chordy rock and riffs. If you like that sound, you imitate, you listen to the guys that do it, and kind of like get a feel for whoever it is that you like and the sounds that they create, and what key are we in, and what are the safe notes in that key, and what kind of things can we do with the chord progressions. So another thing we could do, this is your E minor pentatonic. So if we're playing in the key of E minor, which is what we were doing, that's a magical box for riff players. So any combination, I could go simple as simple. That's just going back and forth between two notes. That's a riff. Now here's another concept of that kind of riffing. That kind of riffing, it's called pedaling. Like late 60s, 70s, 80s, into the 90s, there's this thing called pedaling that lots of songwriters use. It's that steady open string that you got in your riffs. This is why that so many guitar players prefer to play in open string keys, because we want to make use of it. So anyway, now, any one of these things, you just want to come up with something that's 2 to 4 bars in length, and it's repeatable, and you play it over and over again until it feels good. Okay, and that's the basic building blocks of a song. Okay, so. We can use octaves in our riffs. We can play in minor keys. So like I would have. We can use other notes other than power chords. So anyway, anybody can write a riff. Anybody can write a riff. You get a drum beat that inspires you, and usually for me, it's a solid drum beat. Things can be changed later on down the road. It's like, but get something solid that isn't, and a drummer who's all spastic and all upsetting the arrhythmia of a groove. You can set a groove into cardiac arrest if you have a drummer who's not sympathetic to that. So anyway, with that said, we could do all kinds of things. We could change the style of music. We could change Okay, there's a riff. That's a song. That's a song waiting to be written. Okay. Yeah, da 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 da. Once you get something together that sounds good, add something else to it. More on this later. This is Rod, Boomer Guitar Sessions. I hope you got a lot out of this. I believe in you. I want to hear all your cool riffs. What you can do for me is videotape your riffs, put it on your own YouTube page, and then put it in the comments. Give me lots and lots and lots and lots of your own riffs. Okay, I'm not going to steal them. I want the world to see how easy it is to come up with your own riffs. Anyway, until next time, I'll see you. Hi, this is Rod from Boomer Guitar Sessions. I personally wanted to thank you for being part of our community. If you like what we're doing here and you want to see more of it, please hit the like, subscribe, and share. And this helps me spread my musical messages to all over the world. Thank you. I appreciate you. And always remember, you can do it.